Okay guys, so today we are going to start week number 2's meals. So here's what we got. Week 2, meal number 1, chicken, sausage, and tomato soup. Let's get making. All right, so that's what we got. We only have 8 things to make this meal. It says 10 minutes of prep, 35 minutes of cook time. Let's see if that's right. Okay, so first we chopped up the onions, then we chopped up the tomatoes. Let me tell you, those onions were wicked. Now that they're chopped up, got a little bit of oil in the pan there, we're heating it up. And we're gonna throw the onion, some salt and pepper in there, and we're gonna cook it and soften up those onions. And then we're gonna add the sausage, some oregano, and the garlic, which I forgot to put out here. Okay, so we got the ground chicken sausage cooking up real good. Now we're going to add the tomato paste and the diced tomatoes. Let's see if I can do tomato paste with one hand. Still record it, maybe. Alright, now we stir that all together and cook. Alright, so the next instruction said after we added the water and the paste to go ahead and bring it to boil. While I was doing that, I realized that I missed a step. When we were cooking up the sausage, I was supposed to put in the oregano. I never did that. So, I put that in while it was getting ready to boil. So, now that that's boiling, now we add in the Israeli, I think it's called couscous. If you know what it is, tell me. We'll put that in there. We'll mix that around. I'm going to cook that for about 8 to 10 minutes until it is al dente. So we'll be back in a few. Alright, now that that's all done, we separated them into 2 different bowls. May not look like they got the same in both bowls, but trust me, there is. Ooh, I spilled some. That's a waste. So I scooped them out by the spoonful, and I measured out the same amount of spoonfuls for each one. One for this bowl, one for that bowl, one for this bowl, one for that bowl. So now we take the Parmesan, and I'm going to use half of it and shake it on mine. And then I'll wrap this up and take this with me to work so I can put it on top of this one tomorrow when I go to work. Okay, so one thing that I did not do last week was give you an idea of just how much cooking stuff is required. Pots, pans, that kind of thing. So right there, what you see in the sink is exactly what I used to make this meal. It's a little less than what it was last week. Last week I had like the extra big pan that we were making the tomatoes and the zucchini and the potatoes in. So I had that extra pan. But as you can see, didn't really use a whole lot, so it won't take much to clean that up. So, not too bad. And there's what it looks like with the Parmesan cheese all mixed in. So let's see how it tastes. That's really good too. Week number 2 is off to a great start. Stay tuned for the next couple days. We'll tell you how they feel or how they taste. Alright, so tonight's recipe is Ponzu steak bowls. It looks like a rice bowl with steak and stuff in it. So we gathered everything. The vegetable oil, the butter, and the brown sugar are all right there. Vegetable oil, I'm using olive oil. It's up there. I'll use the measuring cup from the measuring spoon from the brown sugar or the butter, depending which one I use first for that. Because I only have 2 tablespoon measures. So the chef's tip on the back is telling us how to make the perfect pot of rice. So we'll read that and we'll get cooking. Alright, so we cooked up the steak, chopped up the ginger and the garlic. We've got the onions and the green peppers sliced up into slices, frying in the pan. And the rice is over there kind of sitting because it's got to sit for 10 minutes after we cook it. Okay, well, while that cools off and I'm waiting to try it, I wanted to show you. I know yesterday I said that I would show you what the sink looks like afterwards, so there you go. That's all the stuff I use for tonight's meal. Frying pan, the pot, spatula and spoon, bowls and stuff back there. There's my knife that I was using for chopping, the plate that I had to dump the meat on, cutting board, so not too bad. Not too bad, considering all the stuff we were cooking and cutting and all that stuff, so. All right, let's go try it. All right, guys, so there is the Ponzu steak bowl. Rice with the meat and veggie mixture and a little bit of sriracha on top of it. The soy sauce, the ponzu, and some water were all mixed in with the veggie mixture, along with the garlic and the ginger. And that was all mixed together, cooked together. Then we threw the meat in on top of that. And then you just take that mixture and you add it to the top of the rice. So let me mix it up here, and then we'll turn the camera around to me and we will see how I like it. All right, here we go. A little bit of pepper and onion, a little bit of steak on there with the rice. So I get a little bit of everything. Take another bite. Pretty good. I've never cooked with ginger before, so that's like definitely a different taste for me. I like ginger. We go to hibachi bars from time to time, and they got like the ginger soup and stuff like that, so I knew what it tasted like. But I've never really cooked with it. Pretty good. Stay tuned for tomorrow's meal. Hey guys, a little bit of recording issues this week. I decided for the last 2 meals I was going to try something different and use my GoPro. But unfortunately for me, the files got corrupted on the card, so I don't have any video of me cooking or tasting the last 2 meals. That was the stuffed meatloaf and the crispy Caesar chickens. So, but back on my phone now until we figure out what's going with that. Maybe just have to go buy a new card for the GoPro. Hopefully it's not an issue with the GoPro, it's an issue with the card. But what we're going to do is we're going to do our weekend review. So here is how I rated them. All right, so from least favorite to most favorite. However, that being said, just because the Ponzu steak bowl was my least favorite does not mean it was not good. I would say it probably ranks up there as one of the better ones of the 2 weeks so far. But just, I don't know if it's maybe I had too much sriracha. I'm not a huge sriracha fan. But of the 4 that we did this week, the Ponzu was rated number 4. Number 3 was the stuffed meatloafs. Was pretty good. Potatoes came out pretty well. We did them in the oven. I like those. The crispy chicken. The only thing that kind of I wasn't real crazy about with the chicken was the outside, the crispiness part of it. Yeah, it was breadcrumbs and the Parmesan cheese. But I don't know. I'm a grilled chicken kind of guy. And so the crusty stuff on the outside of the chicken, just not really my forte, if you will. But it was good. It was good. Carrots came out good. The mashed potatoes were pretty good. So all in all, it was a good meal. But if I had to do again, I probably wouldn't do the crispy part of the chicken. And then my favorite of the week definitely was the chicken sausage tomato soup. That was definitely my favorite. All right, guys, so that's my review of week number 2. Week number 3 arrived today. I will open it up and give you a review of what that looks like in the next video. So stay tuned for the next video. Week 2 is over. On to week 3. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Have a good day.